How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Far Cry custom map video of the week. It's your friend Ed, and today we're going to cover several interesting and different maps. The first one we're going to talk about today is going to be Canal, made by the Lees. This guy's pretty awesome, if I'm not mistaken. He's on the PlayStation 4 platform. This map pretty much consists of two areas divided by water, and you start up in one side and you work your way around to the other side eventually. I'm not sure if this map is an outpost or not, due to the fact that it's on PS4 and I don't have that at the moment, but it's pretty nice. You can see that he made two main sides, and it's actually pretty detailed. It does look like a small city somewhere, which is pretty hard to do in Far Cry 4 because we don't have buildings and stuff like that. We just have stuff from the Himalayan, which is very ugly looking. As you can see, he's going through the area, killing all the bad guys. Pretty much this map, you want to play it in an attacking kind of mode. You don't want to be stealthy. You don't really have that option, even if you wanted to try, just because there's so many bad guys for you to take care of. The map is pretty cool. I like his artistic values when it comes to the way he designs stuff. You will fight several different bad guys. You know, you have the regular guys with assault rifles, the snipers, and the guys with the shotgun. There's a lot of explosives around the map. There's also a nice little island looking area all the way at the end of the map, which is pretty cool. And what you can do is kill all the bad guys on your side and then snipe the other ones across the bay, pretty much across the canal. Or you can head over there and fight them directly. Like I said earlier, you have different bad guys, including those guys with knives, which are pretty annoying. And yeah, that's it for this map, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you guys go out there and take a look at it. Let's go to the next one. The next map we're going to cover is Stealth Sniper. It's made by Thilbow 303. He's been here before. He's going to keep showing up in these videos just because he has so many good and unique maps. This one is mostly, like the title says, you want to be a stealthy sniper. You want to stay covert and you want to kill the bad guys from across the map. This map is very, very similar to a Battlefield 3 map. I can't remember the name, but I know that map was a remake of an older Battlefield 2 map. It's like a U-shaped or N-shaped island, and it's actually really cool. You know, you have all these snipers that you want to go against. You also have assault rifle guys. You have guys with jeeps and trucks. You also have guys with the flamethrowers and big light machine guns that you want to take care of. One problem that I did run into the game is that if you shoot bad guys and they're too far away, the bullets actually won't hit them. I don't know why Ubisoft did this, but there is a limit to how far you can shoot in the game. And I did encounter that early on, so that kind of sucked. So you have to get close enough to be able to hit them, otherwise the bullet just magically won't hit. You have a helicopter or a gyrocopter at your disposal. You also have a grenade launcher, which makes things really easy and kind of ruins the fun of the map. I recommend you go out there and just, shoot them all and try to stay hidden. It's very easy because you have a lot of open space and a lot of cover. Especially those bushes and those barricades you can hide under. Yeah, this map is pretty cool, and I do recommend you guys go out there and take a look at it. Especially look him up under his name, Thrillseeker 303, because he has a lot of good maps, and I'm gonna go through almost all of them. That's it for this one. Let's go to the next one. This next map is the Revolt. It's made by Codeman 07/12/1990. I'm guessing he was born in July 12 of 1990. I'm guessing he's several years older than me, actually. This map is really cool. It's linear, and you want to play in a stealth fashion. I did the whole map pretty much without using any guns. And if I did use a gun, it was just only to distract the bad guys. I mainly used the rock and the knife. Start off in an underground cave. It gives you the feeling that you're some sort of prisoner, or you were, for some weird reason, stuck in the enemy's base. There's different versions of the map. The easy one, he makes it so that the bad guys won't really notice you, and then they're pacing the wall half of the time, so just go up behind them and stab them. In the harder ones, you're going to have to use better tactics than just throwing rocks and just running up to them and stabbing them. You're going to have to shoot them with a gun, obviously. The map is really cool. It's linear, though, so you're going to spend the entire time going through hallways and tunnels and shooting at bad guys, and then occasionally you have to get C4 or some sort of explosive and put it up against the wall and blow it up. That way you can get to the next stage. It's actually pretty smart the way he did it. He kind of divided all these areas by big walls that you have to blow up. That separates the AI from just all crowding up in one place and trying to kill you. It actually makes it feel like a linear progression and a nice little map. It's actually really long too. I spent a lot of time just crouching around, trying to be stealthy, stabbing guys. It took me a while to notice that I had to blow up the wall, so the map did take a while for me to finish. It took me, I want to say, about half an hour. But the entire time I did have fun. I did enjoy being stealthy and trying to find the route or the way or the tactic to kill the bad guys. I hope you guys go out there and check it out. Let's go on to the next one. All right, this next map is actually pretty cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to be in the last place or the semi-last place. It's actually called the Battle of Endor, and it was created by ZChanestruction. The guy's name is weird. He's been here before as well. He's one of those guys like Thrillsick or 303 that just makes a lot of good maps. Consistent maps too, that they're all good and nicely detailed. Now this one pretty much, as you guys can guess, is straight out of Star Wars. You know, you have the AT-AT or the AT-AT walking around, and you have the other robot, I don't know the name. You also have the Star Destroyer, and as well as those satellites from that scene in the movie. At first I confused it with the Lord of the Rings, so I was running around with the bow and arrow like, man, this is pretty hard. It's a lot of bad guys. But after I noticed that Battle of Endor was part of Star Wars, which is a stupid mistake on my part, I pulled out a submachine gun and started killing all the bad guys. And the map is really cool. It's not too clustered. It doesn't have too many objects, but the objects that he does put in the map add a lot of character to the map itself. Like I said, the forest, they have really high trees. He did that by stacking trees on top of each other to make them look really tall. He also put trees in very close proximity to make them look like bigger trees, like one bigger tree. You have a river running across the middle of the map, which is pretty cool. You also have jet skis that behave as the speeders from the Star Wars movie, which is pretty intuitive. It's pretty smart. He used what he had to make something interesting and cool. The map is simple yet interesting and fun to play in. He also has the huts, or I want to say tree houses, that the little Ewoks have in that scene in the movie, or that area in the movie, which is pretty funny. That part I did find kind of buggy, and I had a hard time getting the last guy. It took me longer to get the last guy than it did take me to kill most of the other guys, which is only a small gripe. But it was pretty cool. You know, you have little walkways on top, and you have the little bridges that connect the tree houses from one to another, and you can get your way up there. It's pretty tricky, but once you get up there, it makes it easier. The map is really good and really fun. He used the guys with the snow coats to represent the stormtroopers, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I hope you guys go out there and check it out. The map is really good. Let's go to the last one. The last and final map for today's video is almost the best map I've ever played, or it's up there. You know, it's on par with the best maps that I've ever played in a Far Cry custom map. And this map here was created by Thilbow. It's called Escape from Mountain. It's a really long name. Bear with me here. The map, it's almost like he works for fucking Ubisoft. As a matter of fact, it's almost like he's teaching Ubisoft how to make maps, because you start off in one of those antenna things. I forgot what they were called in this game. But you know, when you go on top and you have to turn on the power or turn off the radio tower. That's what they're called. You start off up there, and then you make your way down after you pick up some bullets and guns. And I pretty much played it like if I was in the 1900s, the early 1900s, with a revolver and an old shotgun. The map is so detailed. It's so fun. It's pretty much an open area that you run into. You kill several bad guys, and you go to another open area. The map pretty much consists of several open areas and one corridor area. It's really detailed. At the end, you have this beautiful jet ski drive to the end of the map. It's optional. You can actually walk to it, which would take longer, and it would take more patience on your end so you can kill the bad guys. But there's like so many things I want to say about this map. The detail, the structure, the cover, the way he set up all of the spaces, so that when you're in the zone, when you're fighting those bad guys, you always have different scenarios to fight them in. There's not too many bad guys, but there's just enough. You hit the sweet spot. They're all in really good spots that make sense. The map is beautiful. It's huge. It's big. It actually feels bigger than what it actually is. And the way he did that is by making you go left and right in a way where you have to go the long route. And the map just feels like it's expansive. And he clearly took his time with every detail on the map. And I want to say, hey man, Thilbow, this is the first map I play from you, and it's one of the best maps that I've ever played. Just keep doing it, man. Keep making these maps because they're fun to play. They put Ubisoft DLC to shame, pretty much. I didn't think much of it neither when I first played the map. When I was first looking at it and loading it up on my system, I was like, it's another random map from some random guy. But after I played it, I'm like, man, this guy probably spent months trying to make the map. He does have assets in the map that I don't think are part of the regular asset menu. He could have done this through some sort of hack or mod that enables you to have more items, which I've seen before, and it's actually something that I approve of. I think the better you can make the map, with however it is you do that, the better that is for everybody. Man, this map is really good. There was one part where it kind of broke for me. All I had to do was jump to a certain spot and I could break the map. Besides that, however, the map was really good. Just the detail, man, like just the way he did the layout and the way this map felt like it was part of the regular game. It's really impressive. This guy really does have I don't mean to sound like I'm glorifying him or anything, but he really does have a knack for making really good and fun to play maps. I hope you guys go out there and take a look at it. Towards the end of the map, you do get this feeling like you're playing James Bond, where you're on that jet ski making your way to the exit and bad guys are trying to shoot you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. See you guys in the next one. Peace.